Arsenal keen on signing left-back Nathaniel Brown. According to Bild, Arsenal are keen on signing Eintracht Frankfurt left-back Nathaniel Brown during the summer transfer window. The Gunners brought in Cristhian Mosquera and Piero Hincapie to shore up the defensive department last summer, but they continue to be linked with defenders. Bild claim that the London heavyweights are among the admirers of Brown, and they have him on their transfer shortlist alongside Real Madrid and Barcelona. Frankfurt are expecting the 22-year-old to switch clubs at the end of the season, but they are poised to hold out for at least $57 million to sanction his departure. Unlikely deal. Brown has built his reputation rapidly over the past 18 months with Frankfurt. He has already made his debut for Germany and has become a mainstay for his club in the starting 11 too. The 22-year-old has slotted in from the left-back or left-wing-back role for the Bundesliga giants. He has scored 1 goal and provided 5 assists this campaign for Dino Topmoller's side. Frankfurt have been a selling club over the years, and last summer was another example as they parted ways with Hugo Ekitike. The Frenchman has made a good impression at Liverpool. Brown could be the next high-profile player to depart for a premium fee, but we doubt whether Arsenal will enter the race for the defender, given they have sufficient quality and depth at left-back. Riccardo Calafiori is the go-to choice for manager Mikel Arteta in the left-back position in the Premier League this term, while Miles Lewis-Skelly has been the regular starter in the Champions League. In recent times, the Spanish head coach has preferred Piero Hincapie in the role when Calafiori has played in central defense or been absent due to injury. Hincapie signed for the Gunners from Bayer Leverkusen on loan on deadline day last summer, but the former German champions have confirmed that there is a conditional obligation to purchase. It appears unlikely on the cards that Arsenal will pursue another recruit for the left-back department. Brown could still end up at a top European club, with Madrid and Barcelona particularly keen. Arsenal news: Mikel Arteta identifies the one thing that is missing from Victor Gyökeres as Kai Havertz returns. Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta has insisted that the only thing Victor Gyökeres is missing is goals, but he praised other aspects of his play. The Gunners will travel to play Bournemouth at the Vitality on Saturday, and they will hope to maintain their 4-point lead at the top of the Premier League. If the Londoners are to take advantage of their vulnerable hosts on the weekend, they will need to make the most of the chances they generate in the final third, though striker Gyökeres has found it difficult to impact games in recent months. The Swede was brought to the Emirates as the club's marquee signing in the summer, but his place could be under threat given Havertz returned to the bench against Aston Villa on Tuesday. Speaking to Sky Sports, Arteta insisted that Gyökeres is doing everything asked of him and that goals will come, saying, "He is going to continue to have a lot of noise around him for the next 5 years. Since day one you sign as a number 9 for Arsenal with the background he has and the expectation at Arsenal, that is not going away. That is the life of being an Arsenal number 9. There is an expectation when you pull the shirt on. He knew that, and it was part of the plan. I see him training every day and in the meeting how much he wants to do well. The way he is working every single match, it will click. One thing is missing at the moment, scoring more goals, but he is doing other things right." The 27-year-old was signed for nearly £65 million from Sporting Lisbon, but he has only scored 7 times in 22 games for Arsenal this season. Havertz has struggled with injury issues for some time, with the striker having been sidelined for 4 months after picking up an injury in August. It would be surprising if he was ready to start against an opponent as physically robust as Bournemouth, who often look to press aggressively. However, Gyökeres has failed to score from open play in his last 7 Premier League games, and he has scored just once from open play in his past 13 top-flight fixtures. The Swede is at his best when playing in a direct system that utilizes counterattacks as a key weapon, but the Gunners often dominate possession. When Havertz is at his best, he has shown that he is able to hold the ball up and link play with teammates, so introducing him on the pitch at some stage would almost certainly be beneficial. With the Gunners boasting a 4-point lead at the top of the table, there is a strong argument that the club should look to strengthen while in a position of strength. If there has been one criticism under Arteta, it has been that they have at times struggled to create meaningful opportunities against stubborn defenses. The Londoners will also be concerned that rivals Manchester City appears set to sign Antoine Semenyo from Bournemouth, and his arrival could be a significant boost for Pep Guardiola's side. Arteta has been given free rein to mold the squad to his liking, so perhaps instead of signing more players, he should look to get more from the likes of Eberechi Eze.
Something you have to, everybody looks at his journey up to this point and the levels and stuff like that. I think that Mikel, if you're a manager, and I don't know how many windows it is that we ain't signed a striker for, Jane, but you're going to have some apprehension about what you're thinking and what's going to happen, because obviously Sesko was in the mix as well, whether he was going to come or not. But I'm not fussed about how Mikel felt about him. Now, in fact, I'm glad that he's there. Because when you listen to Gyökeres and you listen, even Mark Robbins talking about every time he trained, what he saw from him was somebody that looked like he's in a hurry. I need to get this done. And when you look at his career with all the teams he's been with, everyone he's gone to, he's done it. You know, he's got to that next place and scored the goals and done what he needs to do. He should be really hungry, shouldn't he? But I think he is hungry, and he's come to the place right now where we need him. Yeah. You know, he looks very calm. So hopefully he can be the one, because like, I think whether Mikel want him or not, I think that his attitude and his determination to want to do it is exactly what we need now.
I think Gyökeres, he's almost had a little bit of criticism for his journey, as if like, how can he be that good? Yeah. Because he was at, he was at Coventry and then Sporting Lisbon is the league. Like, when actually I think the flip side of that should be champions. That's for me, that's amazing.
He's gone around the houses.
And it's almost like for everybody else, young players in the EFL thinking, okay, look the journey he's been. He struggled on loan somewhere. I think he was at Brighton, wasn't he?
No, he's at Brighton. He's struggling on at Swansea as well. Yeah. Brighton. Yeah. The Brighton one was.
And then he goes to Coventry, does well. Then he goes now he's at Arsenal.
But before that, he went to Germany. He went to Germany, second division in Germany. Yeah. And like, again, he kind of like disappeared into it, but scored goals, and then they came back, and obviously Sporting Lisbon's where it really happened for him. And you just have to look at his journey and think to yourself, yes, this guy wants it. So he's now got to show us that he can go to that level of it now. Yeah. People talk about who he scores. I'm not really fussed about that.
Well, he'll get chances, right?
Absolutely. This is what, even the goal he scored the other day, Roy, it's a ball in the box. Yes, we got Kai in there as well. But there was something different about the way he arrived in there and flicked it in. It's just something that we haven't seen for a long time.
Aggressive, wasn't it? Righty, what does Zubimendi do for the midfield? Because do you think Odegaard could have given you a little bit more at the end of last season? Does that help his position within the midfield?
Well, you hope so. When you look at Zubimendi, and we've got to remember, when we done the finals, man, this man came on for Rodri and nothing changed, right? Incredible. And you watched everything about him is progressing the ball. Even when you watch him, he wins it, he gets it forward. We need that. Because we struggle. It's when you consider we haven't been beaten by a top 6 side 2 years, right? But then we struggle against a Villa,
deep line
or the Bournemouths and the Brentford. So we need a midfielder like him who is not afraid that he can turn, progress it through. Then you've got someone like Gyökeres who can be there as well. You've got Saka coming in.
I think it frees Rice up.
Yeah,
well, exactly.
That's a big thing for me.
And then again, with the left side, you look at like Calafiori and probably Martinelli will be there, because Martinelli wants to come in, Calafiori will go outside, because our left side is never activated. It's always the right side. So you've got them two. Then you've got Noni, Madueke, and then you've got Miles, who wants to come inside. And so you've got Madueke staying out wide. So you've got so many different ways of trying to attack a team now.
The Madueke was a bit of a strange. You think it's a strange one, the Madueke?
You know what? It's a strange one simply because it's another player from Chelsea for us. Yeah. And it's a player that Chelsea fans can take or leave. But again, I'm like, when Sterling came, I was thinking, right, he can show them now. Listen, this team wants you. And I think Madueke's in the same position. Right, they're thinking, right, yeah, man, take him. Come and show us, because he's a player who can take people out of games. He's got the pace. He's 1v1.
But he could be that surprise package, right? Sometimes a player comes in and he's under that radar and actually does. Right.
I actually think going back to Zubimendi, I'm convinced now. I mean, what Arteta did, Arteta definitely stole him.
Oh, without a doubt, off of Liverpool.
Because when he'd agreed to come to Liverpool, he said he was coming, and at the last minute, he said, "I don't want to come. I want to have another year there." But Mikel Arteta's from the Basque area, isn't he?
Basque region.
There's no doubt he's been into him and said, we're signing Moreno this season, we'll come for you next season. The deal was done about halfway through the season. So he definitely stopped the deal. That's why Zubimendi didn't go to Liverpool, because I think Arteta got into him. Listen, that's just
you know what I like about our team as well, when you look at it, there's a lot of competition for places finally.
Name the starting 11, Righty, for me.
So obviously Ray, and we got Kepa as well. I'm quite pleased about that. Got him for 5 million, but then you have to look at it because we had a goalkeeper last season who he was cup tied, for fuck's sake. How's that work? So you're probably going to go. You're going to go Raya. It'd probably be Timber, Saliba, Magalhaes, and probably Miles Lewis-Skelly, Zubimendi, Declan, Ødegaard, Saka, Gyökeres or Kai, I don't know who that'd be, and probably it might start with Martinelli. But I still think there's more players to come.
When you look at Liverpool's starting 11 and you look at Arsenal's starting 11, if they were both to keep the majority of their players fit all season, would you prefer Arsenal's starting 11 or Liverpool's?
What if they get Isak? You see, because
I think leave Isak out of it now.
Isak is the only centre forward I've seen in this league that's ripped our two centre-halves.
I think he's just think about Isak, for me, he's a guarantee.
He frightens me.
I think he's a guarantee. I think
so
the ones that have been signed, Šeško, Gyökeres, João Pedro, Delap, even Wirtz and sort of Ekitike are a bit sort of, you think they're going to, but I think absolutely Isak is a guarantee.
Because he's done in the Premiership.
Yeah, he's a
that's
guarantee.
right,
He's a different level, I think.
Right, so do you think we were talking about
who's the best 11, sorry, just finish off, who's the best 11? Who are you choosing, Arsenal's 11 or Liverpool's 11?
I'm choosing Arsenal's 11. How can I choose, just like Jamie would choose?
Who are you choosing? Who do you think's the best 11 there? If both teams have them, because I think you're the two best teams.
I think just Liverpool would just have the edge in attack. I think they've probably got the better players in attack.
If Isak goes there, they've got it.
Right, see, what I was thinking about teams who win the league, and you think of sort of City and Liverpool the last few years, and I said this to you yesterday, normally they have the best player in the league. If so Salah a few times to Liverpool, Kevin De Bruyne's been at for City. And I've always felt with Arsenal, they were maybe a great attacking player short. I've always thought, could Saka, even though I love Saka, I think he's amazing, but could he have
dominant?
Could he be what Salah was last season?
25 goals.
Yeah, but I thought Odegaard, not last season, the year before, was very close to De Bruyne. I'm thinking, he's getting not far from the. Could one of them? Because I think that's what you would need. You'd need somebody to be the best player in the league. Do you think one of your attackers could be that man?
You have to hope that Saka could be that man. I think that Declan Rice can be one of the best, and he's going to be a massive.
But almost be not one of the
Do you mean the outstanding?
Yeah, I feel that's what it might need to win the league.
If I have to put a mark down, it'd probably have to be on Saka to do that.
Okay, Gyökeres, how many goals does he have to score in the Premier League this season to be deemed a success?
I think that if he scores 10 to 15 goals,
10
to 15 I was pitching in, obviously.
I thought you were going to say 36.
Things like, but people say things like 25.
No, I think
obviously you've got to be
low in it. 10's low, eh?
Well, you say 15 to 20, obviously, but you're talking about Premier League goals.
Premier League goals, how many does he have to get to be a success?
I'd say 15.
15.
Yeah.
15?
15 I'd take.
I think 15 is good.
Honestly, James.
You'd be happy with 15?
Yeah.
I would not, but at different times. I think in this time now, our time, you have to
starts every game, 15 goals.
15 goals. If he gets 15. No, I don't want to put him under pressure and say,
a lot of goals.
20, 25.
Put him under pressure, though.
No. I think that if he can get 15 and then go from there, it'd be magnificent because we've got to get the other guys involved as well.